Extra Task, Section 1. The Secret Garden is a novel written by British-American author Frances Burnett and published in 1911, and the question I've chosen for this section reads: why did Colin think he was going to die? Colin believed he would pass away basically because he was led to, but to expand this answer it becomes necessary to provide some background information regarding Colin. Colin Craven is one of the main characters in the novel. He is 10 years old and his mother died shortly after he was born due to a tragic accident in the secret garden and while pregnant with Colin. Colin survived, but his mother did not. As a result, Mr. Craven resented Colin out of grief because he so painfully reminded him of his late wife. He couldn't even look at his own child because Colin had his mother's eyes. And ever since he was born, he had been confined to a chamber, isolated from everyone but servants. So naturally, Colin passed a sickly and neglected childhood, which prevented him from walking on his own. He grew up unloved and unwanted, as if his father wished that he would fall ill. Personally, he was denied and hidden away like a painful secret. He was led to believe that he was going to die an early death. However, in chapter 19, his mental and physical health improved drastically thanks to Mary and to a series of visits to the secret garden. To sum up, it is true that he grew up spoiled and arrogant, but only because his servants were commanded to obey his every wish. Besides, the narrator reveals later in the story that actually his condition was a product of his mind, but clearly he was pushed to think that his mother's death was his fault. In conclusion, Colin was convinced that he would not live to reach adulthood primarily because he was led to. Section 2. These are my notes. And regarding the sentences to analyze, I have selected the following one. On her first visit to the secret garden, Mary dug away the weeds and the grass around the green shoots. There are 3 tone groups and 4 pauses in the sentence I have chosen. The first pause is located before the word on, and other pauses are in between the words garden and Mary, with and the last pause is located after the word shoots. In the first tone group, the nuclear stress falls on the word garden. In the second one, falls on the word weeds. And in the last tone group, the nuclear stress falls on the word shoots. Regarding tones, garden and weeds take a rising tone, and the word shoots receives a falling tone. Other stress words within those 3 tone groups are on the words first, visit, secret, Mary, dug, grass, and green. Finally, as regards tone meaning, in the first 2 tone units, the words weeds and garden receive a rising tone to indicate that the idea is incomplete. And by using this orientation of the voice, the speaker conveys that he or she hasn't finished talking. However, in the last tone group, shoots takes a falling tone to convey completion. And we are talking about a statement, so by using a falling tone, the speaker sounds definite.